All right, welcome. This is Jeff the Pharaoh, or also known as Jeff the Hat. Yeah, I know. I've been getting a lot of comments about it lately. Anyway, you are looking at the Mournblade wall. It's finally done. I did a previous video on it, so this is now completely redone, completely filled up, and I'm gonna explain to you, for anybody who even cares about the band. I have several videos on music and a couple of live shows, including some studio stuff. So anyway, so here we go. That's a unnamed bass. I bought that bass about 2 years ago. And why is it up there for Mournblade? I actually started playing the Mournblade music again, and I actually went and auditioned for another band, and I was going to use this bass. But, we're saying, they're looking for lead singer, and I says, well, I'm a singer, and I also can play bass. They said, we'd love to have you play bass and check you out. And they said, cool. They didn't have anybody else that actually joined up or wanted to join or play. And they were going through trying to get some other people. So they said, sure, man, we can use you. And I said, well, I'll start writing some lyrics for songs. So the first and only lyric I ever wrote under the Jeff Blackie that was going to be in this new ensemble band with a guitarist and a drummer, and I posted that down here, and you can tell it's been damaged, but it was called Oiled Field Grays, lyrics by Jeff Blackie, February 2020. That is when the band, those guys in the band, wanted to do something, but of course the pandemic came, and they pretty much says they were not interested in me after about 2 or 3 weeks. And so that's why I posted those lyrics right there, because those are the last official ones I wrote. Anyway, we're going to go on to this picture frame. That Mournblade on the upper right-hand corner of the picture frame, that is a copy that I Xeroxed from the original Bast magazine that was that was published out in San Francisco. And we can thank Martha Hughes for her Bass magazine. She actually, we actually got an ad out for the album inside her magazine, and I still have a copy of it too. And of course, one of the last surviving Mournblade bumper stickers. And we had this place that actually made glow-in-the-dark Mournblade patches. We made 20, but this is the only one left out of the 20. I don't know what the other ones, I think we gave them all away. And here is our first record label, Open Grave Records. They had us on the label for about 3 months, and they complained bitterly they could not sell the CD. And yet, about a year later, when I asked them for any kind of royalties, they were going to send me a check for $1.52. And yet, when I asked to get all my Mournblade CDs back, all 1,000 of them, they claimed bankruptcy or some bullshit. So it's a totally different story. Anyway, down here at this one, M Productions, that's an actual ticket stub for August 17, 2000. Was that 2008? Yes, 2008. I just recently came back from the Iraq War, and I did one show with the band, and that was the general admission, one of the actual tickets. And M Productions was the one that put the show on. Rotting Corpse Records, he actually was interested in Mournblade actually doing a tribute song for a Burzum tribute album. I talked to the guy Ron several times, but Rick, being the type of dickhead he was, he flaked out and says, I don't want to play anybody else's music, just mine. So, oh well, there went that. And here's the airliner little tab out of the magazine. Has Mournblade on there. We were going to do a show with Off the Cross Facility and Ascension. And here's another one with Artarma with Mournblade at another show. Hooah. Here's some more shows live at the Whiskey A Go Go on the 17th. And Wicked Edge Productions in 2007 had another show for Mournblade Ready to Rock and Roll. Here's some M Productions. We had to wear these for members of the band. So we had to wear those while we play, to walk around, and they'll say, they don't give us a lot of trouble saying, hey, did you pay for tickets? It's like, oh, well. This right here was Mournblade, Danger Bone, Marry Me Judas, Fair Warning, 11th Hour, and Saw Loser. That was inside the LA Weekly. We were actually headlining that show. And there is the Whiskey A Go Go show when we headlined. Pretty cool, huh? And this is the Open Grave Record promotional shirt. I have 3 of them. They made roughly about 20 of them. They gave them out. And I managed to get my hands on 3 of them. And you can tell these are all the bands that was on Open Grave Records when they first started. And you can see Mournblade right there. Just under Necodemon and just above Morbid Sacrifice. Very rare. Very, very rare. I've never seen any other ones except the ones I owned. And here's another Mournblade shirt. This was done for a promotional. We actually had it made for a promotion. And there's only 2 of those. Rick wore one, and you see him inside the album covers wearing one, and several pictures. And here's the CDs that we did. There's the one from Open Grave Records. Side A, there is no B-side, so I don't know why they did that. And Pray for the Dead, Mournblade 1917, Live at the Whiskey A Go Go. Those are all from VD Records. And there's a compilation of VD Records Presents Volume 1. We were in Volume 1 and 2. There you can see, and there's the VD sampler they sent out. And Metal Maniacs in January of 2009 actually had Mournblade, the Machines of War, in their actual magazine. Sampler CD. Pretty friggin' cool. And of course, the famous drum banner. And last but not least is the BC Rich that I bought Rick at the beginning of the 2006 Mournblade renewal era. So I bought this thing for him. It had no case. And he recorded all these CDs, all these albums, and did all the live shows and practices with this guitar. And it needs a lot of work. It doesn't play very well. So anyway, so I decided in my retirement, my tired old ass, is to do a Mournblade tribute wall. Even though Rick is an asshole, Todd's crazy, and then there's Andrew, I don't know where he's at. And of course, you, Leviathan, you played in the band too. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For any of the Mournblade fans out there, this is the Mournblade updated tribute wall. Hooah.